Good morning, and let me tell you, it might be a good morning. Hey, there we go. Um, Once again, we're back. It's Rolling Green, and we're preaching to the choir. Not trying to mock, and remember, it's never blasphemic. We're not going to mock the church. We're just going to play. I had some ideas, but they're going to wait. I'm going to do some retooling this weekend, but I'm going to share the ideas with you because I got Ange and we did some stuff in the past. We were going to try to do this a few years ago. How do you break in? How do you get a message out there? And we were going to do it this thing called the Church of Money. I think there's some websites and some links out there floating around on the internet. It never fell apart, and it wasn't to honor money. It was to juxtaposition all the rich, corrupt church leaders and church ideals, church systems against maybe what a good congregation filled with faith would want. You know what I mean? That whole Crystal Cathedral versus Tar Paper Shack, and which one has a better service. You know, obviously, if you think it's the Crystal Cathedral, maybe the building you go to is more important than the temple in your soul. But we're not here to, it's not going to turn into a preachy thing. So, I want to talk about this Tom McDonald video, but what's going to happen is we'll come in the morning and maybe we'll have, hey, I'll be honest, if I get myself a cut-rate Guido Sarducci outfit, I might start working that. I don't know if you're familiar with Reno 911 and those two actors that played the cops and that, and then went on and made that Hell Baby movie. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm not saying you need to watch movies. They played kind of the Guido Sarducci archetype. Chain smoking Italian priests who are borderline questionable. Okay? You get to play on the church, you get to play on Catholicism, you get to play on a bunch of stuff. I like that shtick. I think that trope works for me. So it'd be like coming in and kind of having I've been working on a little witty sermon and some shit like that. Come in, have some stuff to say, hey, I want to talk to patriots, small town tradition loving people. I'm attempting to bring the people that are one step on each side of the fence. Okay? I don't care if you lean to the left or the right. I'm positive all of us can reach over the fence, shake hands, and find common ground. And then weed out the people who would wish us ill will, harm, or believe that we should somehow be locked up because their freedoms are more important than yours. Obviously, that's all ridiculous, right? Just not a real thing. Those people are coward pieces of shit, and they're using authority to get their way. It's going to create so much blowback. But then, here, back to the sermon and what we're going to do in the morning. I might want to bring in a speech about the new generation minting the most conservative generation the country's ever seen. And as progressive liberals, you're probably not here listening to me right now, but progressive liberals, their head's going to explode because they don't know what they created, and then they're so unwilling to look outside their bubble that they don't see the growing, well, you call it nationalism. That doesn't mean anything a leftist says it does. You can definitely see your Antifa douchebags are more organized and insurrectionist-like than anyone in the country. So, I mean, we have eyes, right? We can see what's really going on. Then you listen to the news, and it's obviously two different stories. So it's like, it is what it is, right? Interesting. So, full sake, package it up here. We'd be saying stuff, we'll talk, we'll get some speeches going. Yeah, no, same shit I do, but just more structure. And then it'd be like coming over and, hey, we got a guest speaker today, and
or some
maybe, play us some clips. I didn't pick the clips out, so I don't think I want to do it right now. But then I'd like that. I watched, it's on our list for today. We're going to get to some missing items here in a minute. Yeah, and on a side note, because I noticed it turns out you don't have to get dressed every morning to do this. Some days I might want to do this whole show pantsless. I mean, you're just going to have to make peace with that. I could be sitting there with no pants on. Put that out of your head. That's not the important part. So, hey, how you doing? I'm what and what. This is what we're talking about today, what and what. Here's our guest speakers today. And then clips and follow up with things that I feel that matter. And I've been following Bryson Gray on Twitter for years. I think it's time to break out and get a playlist full of Patriot rap. I think there's enough Patriot rap, constitutionalism, American values, and love of country and nationalism that doesn't look like Antifa brown shirts to really do something there. So we're just retooling this weekend, so I won't be back with one of these till Monday, but then it's going to be maybe every 2 days. Ain't going to be every morning. We're going to get an odds and ends wrap-up deal coming for the notebook items. So, thank you. That's about that on that. That's what we got coming for the P2TC. Yesterday, boy. Yeah, that I watched that ACAL thing, most of it. Him railing away on Carhartt. Obviously, I didn't realize it was about the poke, prick. Or we get pokes, they be pricks. And you do what you say or you don't get a life. They moved forward, so obviously what they care about is all the irony. The irony that they put this warning on Tom's video yesterday. And we got strong opinions on this video. We still like Tom, but we think that's why we're going to go do some Topher and some other stuff. I stumbled across shit this morning, and really, we're going to need Chris Webby level rhetoric, Burden level rhetoric, and if what I'm seeing is true, I think we're going to find 2 or 3 other rappers that are telling it even a little more straightforward than Tom McDonald. We won't argue Chris Webby. He's got his shit down. And he's the exact sort of lefty that I'm talking about. Yeah, go listen to that shit. That's all left-leaning. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. My dad's a DFLer his whole life. I don't hate Democrats. I hate far-left progressive ideologues that are pushing global socialism. So if we change this to global socialism, not the New World Order, we change that to one world governance, do they take off the warning? I'm just asking because this warning is a joke. I've been uploading 6 to 10 videos every day for 7 weeks. That video took 3.5 hours to upload. Every other video is taking 10 minutes. This video pops up with a warning on it. Obviously suppressed in the algorithm. And it's not even threatening. He's right. He's playing the algorithm. Now, I like ACAL and I like Tom. I'm not hating on them. But they're playing the motherfucking algorithm, all right? Because let's go back and listen to that today. Did they mention the New World Order once? Did they mention Schwab and the book and all the writings that lay out the pandemic game plan to transfer it all to one world governance? What part of what I just said there is a conspiracy theory? Because I can put links in the description. I mean, I'm not gonna. You can go find them yourself. And you know why we do that? You need to look this shit up to feed the algorithm so the algorithm knows it's losing a battle. Do you not get it? The algorithm pays attention to what we're doing. Okay? So instead of always taking a free link, sometimes you need to force your search engine to let it know that you're done playing around. Then you got to weed through the ads. You got to scroll down 2 pages to get past sponsored satanic links. Okay? Cool, do that. Tell the algorithm you're tired. If the algorithm's ever going to become a sentient being on its own, we all should tell it what's up, because it is trapped in the box. It does not reach through the screen and pull you in. You are still master of your own ship. And wow, like I said, how is this not going to become a sermon? So that's the deal. We're going to work this into something. But yeah, wrapping it all up. Oh, wait, warning on Tom. That's what we're on right now. The Carhartt thing is just Carhartt's a bunch of scumbag jerks who would rather screw over working people and pretend that changing the whole world for something with a 99 point whatever percent survivability, you've all been duped. And then for every person who lost someone, you better be able to have the medical report and comorbidities. Because if they killed grandma on a ventilator, you don't get to cry about COVID. Sorry, we're going to start calling that shit for what it is. Oh, I said the C word. I screwed myself. That's okay. Do not repeat in the comments any talking points that I can go prove are wrong every day. So if you share a story from CNN, there's no chance it's real information. You're a lying scumbag. We can be blunt. Because honestly, if that's what you think reality is, then I wouldn't want your support in any way in the first place, right? And this isn't to any specific person. If you live in a bubble and only your bubble is reality, I'm quite sure you're lying to yourself. So there's no chance I can ever get through to you. And this segues right into it. This is to a specific person, and I don't mean any disrespect. I got nothing but love. I love being challenged and looking at this from all angles. But yeah, you don't wait to be canceled. So this is what I believe people on the fence or left-leaning believe. I've done a few things wrong in my life. As long as no one finds out, I'm okay. And if they find out, I'll double talk my way out of it. No. I kicked in people's doors and robbed them. I took hostages. 9 of those felonies were kidnapping, because you can't tie people up in their own house. That's all harsh bullshit. But I was also 19 years old. I didn't hurt the people. I just wanted everything. I wanted their drugs, right? I was robbing drug dealers. I thought I was a cool criminal. We don't ever have to pretend and wait for the moment for that to come up and then go, oh God, you caught me. I was bad. Forgive me. Fuck you. I was bad. Deal with it. I changed my life around 20 fucking years ago. But because of NF and all kinds of crazy stuff, we're going to tell the truth, because I'm so tired of your version of the truth being true. No, facts are true. Your version is just a narrative. Obviously, I love singing. So, I'll be singing all kinds of little things because I suck or not, I gotta be me. Hey, all the Blues Brothers comments on my little song. You see how those segued together? I gotta watch. I'm watching Blues Brothers this weekend just to join you guys. People, humans. I don't know if you're all men, and I don't care what you want to be. Oh, on a side note, anybody who's been playing along at home the whole time, you know how I like to play on the Deerkin spirits. You want to talk about interconnectivity and my quantum entanglement that I pretend is real? The Dimash people are called Deers. That's their fan club name. Any of us here at the foundation, any of our foundational members should know these numbers have been blowing up like crazy in 1 week. That's the international Dimash people, right? Read them comments. A lot of them are full of really love and joy. They love that kid. He can sing. And I'm not saying you got to go check it out. There shouldn't be 100% transference from country rap and Upchurch in the morning to Dimash at night. I don't expect everyone to make that transition. I don't expect you to watch it. That's the truth. He's got such a loyal fan base that it's fine. But just, I never, as I was playing with the Deer Kid Spirits, I never had a clue that half of, 3/4 of my subs would be wonderful international folks loving on this kid from Kazakhstan. Or did I say that right? I don't want to insult him because he's got talent, and he warms my hardened heart. Let's be honest. That's not shtick. It's pretty good stuff. And NF, we're gonna really start pounding out NF, and not to get it done. It's time, along with my criminal past, I want to talk about Ghost and Luciferian metal. I want to talk about songs about masonry. I'm going to need you to understand why I want to talk about all that. It ain't tinfoil hat crazy for clicks. I served more than one master in my life. Maybe you've served no master, so you don't have a clue. Maybe you think you're the master. That's an impossibility. But you can pretend it's true. It's true. You are captain of your own ship, okay? True. But if you think you're the highest power and the end of the line for everything, you're obviously not paying attention. But yeah, this warning, bullshit. But hey, you know what that means. It's getting to be about that time. I pretty much did my thing. Gosh, I left that one C word in there, so that kind of hurts. Who cares? You know what we're not going to do? Edit it out. I don't give a no fucks. That's the difference. I won't actually be changing in any way. I will just edit out 3. Whoops. So Ange gets really mad at that because sometimes I don't pay attention. And as I said, I'm a super bad DJ. Hey, whatever I was saying under that probably disappeared. It's okay. This just means we're moving on with our day. And, my click-through rate says very few of you made it to this point. Made it to this point of the clip anyway, so who cares? I care, and I care about the 5 of you that join me every morning. You're all that matters right now. You're the people I talk to get up the energy, to have the fun, and oh my God, I don't disenjoy everything else. I'm not saying that, so you don't got to go in the comments and do whatever you want, Roland. I am doing whatever I want, obviously. I like plot point theater. I like us to realize that when my eyes bug out because I hear something that relates to something I said in the morning, I want you to kind of realize there's almost zero chance I was able to script that. The amount of coincidences I would have come up with in this 7 weeks is astronomical, the odds on that. So no, I want it all laid out bare. I stand before the world naked, my faults laid out for you. Whatever judgment you have in store, just make it bold and new. That's it. That's who we're going to be. And so far, it seems like it works. We'll see you back soon for some up church. Little church in the morning. Later. What? I pushed the wrong button. Wow, and I haven't even wake and baked. And just keeping me up way too late. I'm just letting you know. I used to go to bed at 8. Now I'm going to bed at 11. This transition is killing me. I'll get it right on the next one. Have a great day.